What's going on? What's popping? This is Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray. This is the Scorpio Shangodiac. Yes, it's been a long time, my Scorps. What's popping, Scorps? I kind of missed you, Scorps. You know what I'm saying? You're a very misunderstood sign, but you know what? Papa Shanguito rocking with you, all right? In a real way. So we're about to get started in that like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if I forgot to mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive, okay? In that motherfucking order, the order of operations, okay? Before I get into it, though, you have about 18 hours. We're about to close the door on the Mastermind Divination group. It is a mastermind group designed to help you, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you got a side hustle, part-time hustle, and you want to make it, but you want full-time pay, there's ways to do that. And when you put your heads together with other individuals in a certain way, in a certain format, I'm telling you, you don't know what may pop up. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And it only takes one idea to take your shit to the next level. And if that's not enough, we do this for 3 Sundays in a row. Okay, I'm kind of beta testing this. So that's why usually some mastermind groups run for months on end, and like they meet maybe every 2 weeks, like 2 weeks or something like that. But we're going to be putting our heads. So if you need ideas, inspiration, suggestions, resources, encouragement, that's what we're all here to do, is build each other up, steel sharpen steel. So this is the last day to get in on this shit, to get your seat. And the seats are limited too. I think there's about 4 or 3 left. So if you want to join, you got to do different shit if you want different results. It really is. I don't want to say that simple, but it comes down to that, okay? So link is in the description box right there, all right? So take your ass there, click the button, follow the instructions, sign up. I'll be mailing out all the mastermind members materials Wednesday evening, so this evening. All right, without further ado, Scorpio, why don't you come to the front? Approach the Shangorian altar and go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in, comfortable. Hold it at the top. Hold it at the top. Now go ahead and woo-saw out your stinger motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards, because you're just making space right now for whatever needs to come through. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to do 2 rows of cards. And 1 row is going to be what's happening now and what's about to happen. What's coming at you, Scorpio? All right, so let's get it. Scorpio. All right. Wow, actually, you're in it. This is the card for me that represents Scorpio. But it can represent a lot of things. It can represent a lot of things, yo. Damn, Scorpio. You chipping up, huh? You chipping up, right? That seems like it right now. Shit. Alrighty, hold on a second here. Scorpio, I'm going to assume that you're not just a regular humanity. I know you're into some shit, okay? You're into some occult shit, all right? You're a little magical motherfucker, all right? Don't think I don't know, okay? Some people maybe just think you're weird or some shit like that, but you a magical motherfucker, all right? You got some pretty magical motherfucking ways. Yeah, you can be intense. You can be cold. You can be distant. You can be all this other shit. So what? Nobody understands you, and who gives a shit? And I'm going to tell you what. You don't give a shit unless it's somebody you're invested in. Okay? So we're going to start with this one here. All this is coming through so many different ways. this is coming through so many different ways. So I feel like a lot of you Scorpios right now, things seem like, especially financially, because you Scorpios know how to get it. You know what I'm saying? I feel financially things are, they seem to be going to another level, a whole other intensity. Okay? But what Spirit's telling me is there's something you're still not seeing. Look, if you just wanted to look how they landed, right? She's looking away from this. Okay? So yes, even though this is happening, but it could be happening in a much more schwepavescent fashion. You know what I'm saying? So like, another thing about this lady here. Some of you Scorpios, I would say now is the time to deal with your mommy issue. No matter what, even if you're cool with your moms now, or if whatever the deal is, because there are some mommy issues in some of you Scorpios that are going to come out, and they're going to show their ass pretty soon, okay? Because you haven't heard the what's to come part, okay? So you're going to want to do that. Second of all, if you're not working with your ancestors or tapping in to see which ancestors are around you, which ancestors have been hanging around your Scorp ass to try and help you out, now is the time to do that. Now is definitely the time to do that. All right? Now, I'm saying just because it's sunny and nice, don't be fooled. And I'm not saying that there's going to be this major storm, but there's going to be some shit coming up. You got some bumps in the road coming up. You just wait. We're going to get there. Nine of Diamonds. Can we please give the Scorps a psychedelic effect, please? Okay, there you go. It looks like a Scorpio when you put the black light on them. You ever seen that? In the desert, they put the black lights out and the Scorpios glow. So this to me is like, I feel like right now also some of you Scorpios are like seeming to be manifesting unexpected money and fulfilling some of your financial objectives, goals, or intentions. So that's good for you. You know what I mean? And some of you have even seemed to like, it feels kind of like a desire of your cold little fucking psycho killer heart. You know what I'm saying? Nine of Hearts. One more psychedelic effect for the Scorpio, huh? Yeah. Okay. So the other thing about this though, Nine of Hearts to me often speaks. Like I said, right now, so we see her. There's a woman around you. There's a woman around you. She might have been a Scorpio. Okay? But there's a woman around you. I also see an older man, or a man who was a man of substance, who knew how to work a dollar. Okay? Psychedelic effect for you. Yeah. All right. But not only that, I think that so these are two ancestors that you're definitely going to want to tap into. Okay. There's more, but there's two primarily that seem to be kind of coming forth. All right. Now, I feel also they're going to be sending somebody or guiding you to somebody who can also help and assist you with your goals, with your intentions, or whatever. You know, when you don't know, seek wise counsel. Like even a donkey's ass knows that. You know what I'm saying? So that's him all day long. This could also be, though, or a Capricorn too. I feel like some of you also may have a Capricorn in your life also. That relationship may be ending. I don't know where that came from. All right, so let's move into what the hell's coming up. And it's kind of a mixed little match here, okay? This one is coming through all kinds of, it's coming through both ways. All right, positive, yin and yang. So it feels like your spirit in spirituality, your spiritual power, which also equates to me to mental power, is going to a whole other level. I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know what your practices are. I don't know what you've been rehearsing. I don't know what modalities you've been dipping into. But for those of you who this does apply to, things are going to another level, okay? And pretty soon it's going to be around Halloween, okay? So that means the veils is getting, yeah, it's going to get thin. But we still got a couple months for that. About 2 months, right? 2-3 months. But here's the other thing. Some of you are going to notice that your work life takes a dip. It descends another level. So it doesn't ascend another level. So it's like whenever you see the 10, it's still a 1, but it has that 0 behind it. That 0 is the divine. So it adds this particular kind of intensity to the 10. Okay? Some of you may have experienced a sudden something getting cut off, like a job, okay? Or something health-wise getting cut off. It's something that you would like to have kept going, but it gets cut off. It's either that, or if it really it's either that, or you're in the other demographic where your work life seems to kind of start going down. Down, you know, so instead of going up a level of intensity, so it's like a whole new level of something, it's a whole new level, but a whole new level, it's like you devolved a little bit as far as in the work goes. And that can happen a lot of things. Now, this is one you're really going to want to pay attention to, because some of you Scorpios have no problem getting into it with somebody. So I feel that some of you Scorpios have on your timeline approaching you some type of physical altercation, and it must be of some importance because it's showing up here. So this could be quite a doozy. Okay, you're going to want to watch out. You're going to want to be careful. You're going to want to play chess like you do. Scorpios, I imagine almost every Scorpio plays chess, you know, in the way they think a lot of times. And you won't even know it. So look. So you have some emotional bullshit that's calling your attention. And guess what, Scorps? It's using certain circumstances and people. That's its language. That's how your beliefs and emotions, that's how they manifest shit. And they're hoping that you see the symbology in the events and happenstances and people and things going on in your life right now, so you can maybe read between the lines. But most people, they don't know how to decode nothing. So they just take everything as a surface level occurrence. They only deal with the, you know what surface level shit is? It's the symptoms, the effects, but the cause is in you. So this is going to be one of them times, I think, when this shit starts kicking in, I think this is like kind of forcing you. I mean, but you don't have to go in. You can just be suffering at the effect of your own shit. You can still be asleep if you want to. You can just be like, you know. But I have this feeling that a lot of you Scorpios seeing this are not going to be like that. I think you guys are going to be like, You're going to get to know and establish your own personal value, the way that you value yourself as a person, as a god, goddess, you know, in a whole other light. In a whole other light. Okay? And as a result, that fucking creativity of yours is going to be skyrocketing. It's going to be blowing up. It's going to be doing all kinds of shit. And not only that, one thing that is going to be happening, though, that's coming at you is whatever you're doing, whatever you're a part of, the word's going to start getting out about you. And it's like your name starts to be ringing though, but I will say like in a positive way, like, you know, in a positive way. Because when it's reversed, but to me, sometimes good news, good press, bad press is all the same. You know what I'm saying? But you may have the same outlook on that too. But yeah. But to me, this is also, some of you Scorpios, you need to hit that notebook, you know, get to writing whatever it is that you are writing. Some of you got some books in you. Some of you have, this is also about communication, expanding communication. It has a very creative element to me, it feels like. And these are things that having to do with communication. So whether it's written, whether you typed it, whether you're saying it, whether you're making videos, whether you're doing a podcast, whatever the fuck it is for you, I feel like the word is getting out, okay? So as you see the future events part, it kind of has a little mix and mash, but hey, that's life for you, right? Most of the time life is mix and mash. And also, what makes it a mix and a mash is our definition of what's going on, how we define it. That's the one thing you also get to solely control, unless you are unconscious to what is actually, to even what it is you actually believe. Or why would you to define if something happened? It's just a happenstance. Something happened, right? But we're the ones who give it the label of good or bad. Have you ever asked yourself, why would I say this is bad? What within me, what do I have to believe to label this situation? How come it can't be happening for you? Maybe it's all part of the bigger picture, but you just don't understand it. How many stories have you heard where you hear somebody, maybe they go through a really rough patch, but the rough patch ended up being the best thing that ever happened to them and totally changed their life. I'm not saying it has to be that dramatic for you, but I think you get my point, Scorps. Peace.